My title is Chief of Policy and Standards, and it means that it's the division responsible for all the documentation related to acquisitions policies, which is acquiring materials for the library, and also the cataloging policies, which are for describing the materials we have in our collections and organizing them and making them accessible to our users. So I'm responsible for the Library of Congress subject headings, the Library of Congress classification system, and all of the documentation related to cataloging rules. So that's primarily it. We also do all of the database maintenance activities for the Library of Congress's main databases. Real benefits of having authority control is to provide access to our collections through different vocabularies that are more precise than just keyword searching or choosing any word that you want to. Because the language, English language, Spanish language, any language has many synonyms, many different words that mean the same thing. And we provide more control over the vocabulary, so searching can be more precise. For example, when you do a search on Google and you get thousands of responses back, it tries to order them in order of relevance. But in the library system, we provide controlled vocabulary, so you're given references to the precise terminology to use, so you get a more exact search, and it's less weeding through a lot of information that you don't want. So that's the primary reason we do authority control. Well, I'm visiting the National Library of Spain, and we are discussing many topics that we have as mutual projects. For example, the National Library of Spain last year joined the Virtual International Authority File, which we began in 2003. And that is a contribution of authority files from all of the major national libraries and major research institutions in the world. We now have about 16 institutions that are part of this Virtual International Authority File. So we're discussing more about how the National Library of Spain can be a contributor and participant in that activity. We're also talking about providing a Spanish version of the Library of Congress subject headings. And we are doing that in collaboration with the National Library of Chile to get the Spanish language terminology from South America and Central America, all of the Latin American countries that use Spanish as terms. Because the development of the Spanish language in those countries is very different than it is here in Spain. And so the terminology, as you can imagine, has evolved over time. So one concept can be said a certain way in Spanish in Spain, but said by a different word by the people in the Latin American countries. So we're talking about how to collaborate together and create a controlled vocabulary for Spanish that would include all of the variant terminology used throughout the world, and also in Malaysia and other countries that use Spanish as well. We're also going to be talking about the new cataloging rules, RDA, which stands for Resource Description and Access. And that is a cataloging code that will be available starting in June this year, that has been in development for quite a long time now, almost a decade, and we're finally going to be introducing it then and be using it throughout the world. It'll be tested first in the United States by some libraries in the United States, but the rest of the world is free to begin using it. And the National Library of Spain has been a participant in the European RDA interest group, so they're very interested in what is it, how is it different, what are the advantages of it, and so that's what we'll be exploring in the conference tomorrow.
With the new iPad and e-books coming out in the U.S., how do you see these recent technological advances affecting your job and Library of Congress's mission in the future?
I find those so exciting because they really offer us an opportunity for users to access our collections from anywhere in the world at any time that they want. And the iPads and the iPhones, your smartphones, have then instant access to information that's close to you, no matter where you are. They each have a global positioning system, a GPS included in them, so they know where you are in the world, and they can tell you if there's a library nearby that has information you want. or it can also tell you if you can buy it at a bookstore close by too. But the libraries are there and have a presence on the internet and through the web. And by introducing our controlled vocabularies to the web as well to help make searches better, we really are finding that it's all coming together just beautifully now. And so it's a very exciting time.